The spectacular setting of the Black Sea resort of Sochi and the Olympic Park provided the picturesque backdrop for the first ever practice session of the inaugural Russian Grand Prix. The first ever car out on track in Sochi was Ferrari's Fernando Alonso, who is yet to announce which team he'll be driving for next season. While the first driver to set a competitive lap in Russia was Nico Rosberg. So whilst Hamilton's Mercedes was in for repairs, it was the Mercedes-powered Mclaren of Jenson Button who was setting the pace in Sochi.
So a couple of good laps there by Mclaren, and it could be a good track for them. They've usually had good traction off the corners.
Following the issue with his brakes, Hamilton was back out on track and was able to get within half a second of Button's time. But Rosberg was able to eke a bit more out of his Mercedes and grab top spot.
Rosberg at 1:42.3, finally beating the time that Jenson Button set quite a while ago.
So with teams focusing on high fuel runs in the final half hour, that meant Rosberg was fastest in the first ever practice session in Russia, closely followed by Hamilton, with Button third, and everyone up to Kimi Raikkonen in seventh, within a second of Rosberg's time.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's aarava here, and welcome back to my F1 2014 100% Race Ultra Modded Career Mode season, and we're here for episode 35 of the overall F1 2014 career, and we're here for round 16 at the Russian Grand Prix. Looking forward to it. Russia's quite a nice track to drive, to be honest, in my opinion at least. I know some people don't like it, but I quite like to drive it, and I'm looking forward to this Grand Prix. Yet another chance to get some more points over Lewis Hamilton. We had an absolute amazing episode last time. Won't spoil the results, but if you haven't seen it, I do recommend go checking out the Japanese Grand Prix on my channel. But yeah, let's move on to Russia. Our focus is on Russia, and today we're running the Dazzle Camo, as you can see there on screen on the livery. I ran the colour version in Singapore, so today I'm going to be running the original one that I made for Race Department today. So the Dazzle Camo is there. It looks like it's going to be a 3-stop here at the Russian Grand Prix today. We'll see how that goes. But here we go to the Russian Grand Prix grid. We've got 4 races left in this championship. It's all getting very tense now. Let's get on to the race. Here we are for the Russian Grand Prix, the 4th last race of this season. It's all building up to the finale, guys, and we're revving up for 5 red lights here for the Russian Grand Prix, and the whole grid is off towards turn 1, and now we're on board here with the Dazzle Camo Red Bull looking lovely as ever, and we're darting towards that turn 1. How many positions can we gain? Let's see as we swoop down towards turn 1. Really long run towards turn 1, probably one of the longest on the F1 calendar, and we've already overtaken Ericsson there, going down the inside of Marussia and Caterham now, and we're touching Suttel's side pod just a little bit. We're going down the inside of him and Maldonado there on the right-hander, and on the left-hander, on the swooping left-hander. Really lovely camera angle here at the Russian Grand Prix. Looks like we're going to try and overtake Fiat in the Toro Rosso. Looks like we've just about squeezed him out. Perez up ahead, getting squeezed out by Grosjean, and he's going very slowly. Let's make an opportunistic move on him up to 13th place, tucking behind Grosjean now, as we weren't close enough to go down the inside. A lot of swooping corners here at Russia, and you have to really be behind cars to really make the move stick on these swooping corners, otherwise they'll just really overtake you on the exit of the corner. But now we're on to lap 2 on the back straight, towards the end of the back straight, and Gutierrez there being squeezed out, an absolute treat by Grosjean, and so we've just taken the place for him. Really just thank you for that opportunistic move, and we've lost the rear though a little bit, so we need to defend a little bit from the Sauber man, and we've gone wide there, just managed to defend from him just successfully enough to stay in 12th place. So that was a bit tricky, got a bit of oversteer on that left-hander, very tricky that left-hander. It just seems very off camber, so it's very easy for you to lose your car, and then goes to the chicane. The chicane is just... The chicane, I think it's designed almost to throw you off going into the entry, so we went wide there, but thankfully we're defending quite well. And now we're on lap 3, right on the back of Grosjean now. We tapped him a little bit, but now we're going to try and overtake the Frenchman in the Lotus. We're going side by side through that corner. Lovely action here. I'm going to try and go around the outside of him, and looks like he's broken very early. We've locked up a little bit, but we've overtaken him anyway. It looks like the Taurus behind him, and Fiat has overtaken him. So Grosjean going very slowly there. maybe he had an issue, or it could just be the AI being as slow as crap through down the inside, really. Just, I don't know why they do that, and I hope it's improved for the next game. But here we are on lap 5 now, right behind Valtteri Bottas now in his Williams. We're going down the inside maybe with DRS. We should have it activated now. There we go. We both open our rear flaps because it looks like he's got it from the next car. But that shouldn't matter. Going down the inside, and it will be a very easy move for 10th place now into the points paying positions by lap 5 here at the Russian Grand Prix. Great stuff. And now we've got Kevin Magnussen in the McLaren up ahead, and then I can't really tell what car it is next. We'll have to see. But now we're cutting later on into lap 5 down the back straight now with DRS. So that means we're within 1 second of Kevin Magnussen. So let's try and close down on him through down to the end of the pit straight. Looks like Raikkonen's going very slowly there. And oh god, Bottas overtook me and then smashed into Raikkonen. And that was mayhem there. So we're going to overtake Bottas. He's got no front wing, so he won't put up much of a fight, obviously. And now we've got Raikkonen there, who was squeezed out by Magnussen. So Magnussen did quite a nice overtaking move on Raikkonen. He got squeezed out. I obviously braked and kind of went a bit cautiously because I wasn't really sure what went on. And then Bottas kind of just steamrolled from nowhere and then just broke his front wing. So that was a bit stupid of him. But now we're on to lap 6, trying to chase down Raikkonen. He's quite far ahead on the pit straight, but I think we can catch him by the end of the straight with DRS, obviously. So there the activation point is. So we open our rear flap. We're going to get the extra speed, reduce the drag, and here just about at the end of the straight down the inside. And we have got that place on the Iceman himself in the Ferrari for 7th place. So very surprising there, actually. Looked like the gap was far too big, but with DRS, that was no problem down the inside there on lap 6, was it? So now we're chasing down Magnussen, who had overtaken Raikkonen previously, and we're going to try and get him for 6th place. So cutting on to the next lap, on towards lap 7. Hamilton set the fast lap of the Grand Prix just there. He's in 1st place, so at the moment, this is not looking good at the moment. We really need to push on and try and catch him, because if he wins the race and we come below him, he's going to get the place back in the championship. So here we're chasing down Magnussen and even the Williams or Massa. Going down the inside of Magnussen though with DRS. Looks like Magnussen tried to make a move on Massa himself and got a bit squeezed out, or kind of just got a bit put off there. So he went very slowly into turn 1. And now we're closing down on Felipe Massa through that left-hander. Really nice swooping angle. Love using that camera shot, really. It really is one of the best camera angles on F1, I think. And now we're right behind Massa, up his gearbox. Beautiful exit up that corner. Down the inside, trying it side by side with Massa. And we might just make the move. We're just going to squeeze him out, and we're up to 5th place. Job done. And that's a really nice move, up to 5th place on lap 7. And now we're going to have to chase down Hülkenberg, who's quite some distance away. So it's taken us to the end of lap 9, onto lap 10 to now catch him up. So it's taken a little bit of a while, 3 laps there instead of just 1 lap. And now we're closing down. Are we within 1 second? I think we will be. So we should have the DRS just about now. There we go. Open the rear flap, and now chasing down in the slipstream here, down the inside of Hülkenberg. Easy does it, into 4th, go back on the racing line, job done. So a lot of these moves have been pretty standard moves really here at Russia. I think we're doing quite well. We've got really nice pace here, and I'm feeling the flow of the Russian Grand Prix at the moment, so it's all going very dandy at the moment. So now you can see on lap 16 our tyres are very worn, so it is time for our first pit stop for the prime tyres, what will be the white wall medium compound. So we come through into the pit lane. We lost the car, an absolute treat, going into the entry of the pit lane. That was very close to the pit wall. That could have been a very embarrassing, nasty crash into the pit wall. I don't think the Red Bull press people would have liked that to pop up in the news the next day. So we just about caught it there. And we're on to the white wall prime tyres now. Going quite long in the Grand Prix, obviously, and then we'll go on to the options right at the end. And hopefully that will give us enough pace to catch, well, hopefully the top runners. You know, that's what we're aiming for. We're up to 4th place at the moment. Vettel is in 3rd. I believe then Rosberg is 2nd, because Hamilton is 1st, I believe, still from earlier on in the race. So, yeah, our hope is to catch all of them. So now, cutting on to lap 18 now. Everyone's made their pit stops now, and we've closed up to my teammate Sebastian Vettel, and this is the point where Christian Horner is probably twitching his feet with nervous disposition so much right now on the pit wall now. We're closed up on Vettel, and let's hope we can try and make a nice move on him for 3rd place. And we're just being quite patient here, not going to be very brash with my move, just going to be patient, maybe just wait for the DRS and make a nice easy move. And oh god, Vettel brake checking me a little bit, looks like he was caught up with Ericsson, and he's crashed into Ericsson. He's lost a bit of his front wing end plate there, so Ericsson crashed into, well, not crashed, but kind of blocked me at Monza, and now he's blocked and actually crashed into Vettel, so it looks like he's being even. Maybe he just hates Red Bull in general, Ericsson. So we're going to try and overtake Vettel with DRS down the back straight. Here we go. Really nice at camera angle. We've got him there for third place. Locked up a little bit there on the entry of that corner, but we've got him for third place. We're into the podium positions, and hopefully now we can try and close down the Mercedes of Rosberg in second, and then obviously my championship rival, the main one, right behind me in the championship, Hamilton in first place at the moment. He's winning, so at the moment, as it stands, he will overtake me in the championship. But we've got more important things to worry about, as Vettel is coming back at me on lap 19 into the first corner, and it looks like he's right up our gearbox. Here he is on the left-hand side of our mirrors, and he's going to try and go down the inside of this left-hander, and there he is, Sebastian Vettel, going to try and overtake me and re-overtake me for third place. We're still side by side going through that next corner. Retouched a little bit on the side pods, a bit of the tyre touching, and we're still side by side going to the next corner. Maybe can we try and squeeze him out on the entry or the exit of this corner? No, he's actually ahead of us a little bit at this stage, and he's still a little bit ahead of us. We're going to try and close down, and we're neck and neck at the moment, still side by side about 4 corners later. Vettel goes a little bit wide though, so we should maybe be able to get him around the outside, and we have done now. Back for third place, and oh my god, that was a really nice complex of swooping moves, and Vettel really tried to get third place. He tried his hardest, but at the moment, for now, I've really got third place nailed down now. Really had to work hard, but we've got third place nailed down. And now here onto lap 20, we're trying to close down, and Hamilton is in second place now. And wait, what? Rosberg? Wait, where's oh my god, I'm so confused. Where's Hamilton gone? Rosberg's in first. Rosberg's in first. I'm second. Vettel's the. Oh my! I think Hamilton's retired. I think Hamilton's retired. Hamilton was second on the counter, and then now he's not even there. He's behind me and Vettel, and I think that means Hamilton has retired. So Rosberg's in first. I'm second place. Vettel is third. That is wonderful news, because that means in the championship, if we just finish in second even, we'll get 18 points over him on his 0 points. So that will be absolutely amazing going into the last 3 races for my peace of mind, because obviously we have double points at Abu Dhabi, so really I need to get a good points gap to really be secure and comfortable with the tally at the end. And Vettel here on lap 25 is still going to try and go there inside. I'm talking about Hamilton, but we need to go back to the action of Vettel, and he tries to make it around the outside, and he has done this time. So Vettel has successfully overtaken us for second place, so he did not give up. He failed the first attempt for those 3 sequence of corners last time, but he hasn't given up. He's come back for a second bite of the cherry, and he's overtaken us this time. So cut onto the back straight of lap 25 now. We're in the DRS zone, and we open the DRS flap. Can we try and overtake Vettel? Go to the right side of the track. Oh my god, no. Oh god, no. Christian Horner will not be liking that. That was, oh god, that was very close there. Nearly took Vettel out, trying to move on the right-hand side of the track, and now Massa trying to overtake. I can't move my wheel, I can't move the car, and Massa's been squeezed out, and he's actually stopped a little bit, and I'm going to have to give that position back, because I feel very bad for that. I couldn't move my car for some reason. I lost the back end, obviously, after Vettel overtook me. And then for some reason on the chicane on the entry on the left-hander, I tried to move my wheel desperately left to kind of turn in and give Massa the space, and for some reason my wheel and the game just wouldn't respond. The car just wouldn't turn in, so we've had to give the position back. I feel quite bad. It looked like I intentionally just pushed Massa wide, which wasn't the intention, but just for some reason the car just wouldn't turn in even more, even though I was at full lock. Even in the game the wheel was at full lock for some reason. But never mind, we're now down to 6th place, unfortunately, on lap 31. And we got to recap all that mayhem at the end of the race. I mean, I just don't have enough time to talk about all of it. But now here on lap 31 with the DRS, we're going to try and re-overtake Grosjean. We have to try and re-overtake all these cars now on the back straight on lap 31. Down the inside of this corner. Really nice move on Grosjean. Very easy move, I must say, onto P5 on lap 31. So now we're going to try and chase down Massa. Can we get him on lap 37? Our tyres are going off, so it's time for a pit stop now. Now with the pit stop, we can try and maybe recap what just happened. So, yeah, we had Hamilton going out, so that will be good for the championship. Rosberg is in first at the moment. Vettel is second, though, because he overtook me. And then I tried to re-overtake Vettel on the pit straight, right after, on the same lap he overtook me on. And obviously I had the DRS open, and I tried to move from the left-hand side to the right-hand side of the track. Obviously rush it with that back straight. It is a kind of a curve, and I just didn't kind of expect it to be that much of a dramatic change with the DRS, and I actually lost the back end. hit Vettel, lost a bit of my front wing, so that's why you saw in the pit stops I just changed my front wing. Thankfully, did not take Vettel out this time. We didn't take each other out, so hopefully Christian Horner will let me off with the whole fact there was DRS and I didn't really account for the change in direction. Hopefully he's not too mad at me, and to be honest, I haven't affected Vettel's race, I've just affected my own. So really, if he does get mad at me, I can just kind of play the whole, I just let myself down card, and I haven't really affected the team in any way too much. But now, yeah, now we're going to try and re-overtake all these guys, because then after that incident, I lost the back end, and then I held up Massa and I had to let him back through. So here we are now, after all of that, on lap 48. We're going to try and overtake Massa now. We've broken a bit of our front wing, though, as we hit him on the rear tyre. But we've gone down the inside of him, trying to overtake him. He's sticking around the outside. Looks like Perez behind us is trying to get in the action. Massa squeezing me out on the left-hander. Can we try and maybe get him off the chicane? I'm going to try and re-overtake him, obviously, let him through, because I pushed him wide due to the car just not turning in for some reason on that lap into the chicane. And here we are, really nice exit on the exit of that corner there, going down the inside of Massa, squeezing him out, and I think this will be 4th place. Bit of snap of oversteer, bit of a power slide on the exit, very nice. But we're up to 4th place now. Perez right behind us, and our job is not done yet, because Perez, look at him lurking around. He's just like a shark. He's going to try and overtake us here. He will have DRS, I think. There he is, his rear flap is open, so he's going to go down the inside of this straight, and he's going to try and overtake us. We're going to cut back and try and go down the inside. It's not going to work, though, so we're going to have to just stick behind him, and hopefully we've got 4 laps left in this Grand Prix to try and overtake him, so we can't to the next lap, lap 50. We've got 3 laps left. Let's try and overtake him with DRS. Here we go, opening the rear flap and getting in the slipstream down the inside. Hopefully will be an easy move down the inside of Perez, and it is for 4th place, and that is 4th place in the Russian Grand Prix. And I think that will be pretty much the only moves we'll be making now to the end of the race. We got 3 laps left, and we'll just solidify this position. We actually only got 2 laps left, as Rosberg has lapped the field, or at least lapped me, it seems like. So Rosberg wins the Russian Grand Prix. I come home in 4th place. I don't know what to think about that. I want to say that was a good 4th place. I could have done a lot better. I could have got 2nd maybe if I hadn't have crashed into Vettel. And then I don't know what the issue with Massa was with the whole... The car just wouldn't turn in. I had full lock on my wheel. In game, the wheel was at full lock and the car just wouldn't turn. So I'm not too sure what that was all about. But yeah, I mean, I guess that was the best we could hope for after the incidents right at the end. But that was a really nice Grand Prix, some really nice battling, especially with Vettel. That was really nice, kind of the four corners where we're going side by side was absolutely mental. That was really awesome. So if you guys did enjoy that episode, do remember to give it a like. Comment below on what you thought. That was really epic battle. Tell me if you did enjoy that Vettel battle, because I really like that. Even to drive, you know, not commentating, just while driving, that was a really nice battle to have. But never mind, let's go to the Drivers' Championship. So right now we're in 1st place. Got a lot of points on Hamilton there. I believe now we are 15 points ahead of Hamilton. He's on 240. I'm on 255. Vettel and Rosberg are starting to close up on us, but I don't think that will be much of an issue for the championship. But we're in 1st place now. We've got a really nice healthy lead, so that'll be great going to the next 3 races. But yeah, that has been the Russian Grand Prix. If you guys did enjoy that, then do leave a like. Comment below what you thought. Subscribe if you're new around here for weekly F1 content just like that and many more. Yeah, that was a really nice Grand Prix. If you did enjoy that, once again, give it a like. But that's been the Russian Grand Prix. We've got 3 races left till the season ends. I'll see you guys next time. I've been Aarava. Goodbye.
I'll meet you at the hideout, where we can dream again. I'll tell you all my secrets. We're encouraged like a second skin. The kids are all dying. We're dying to believe.